I've outlined, Lewis, these two paths that are running concurrently with regard to opposition to Obamacare, also known as the Affordable Care Act. Path one is to try to defund Obamacare. So yes, the bill passed. It became law. Yes, it's been appealed all the way up to the Supreme Court and upheld as constitutional. Let's try to defund it. That's one avenue. Avenue number two is just trying to convince people not to participate in Obamacare, whatever it is that means. We're going to talk about both of those avenues. First, though, the defunding side. The Republican Party is completely imploding on the defund Obamacare thing. Friday, Republicans passed this stopgap funding bill that would keep government open, but at the same time not fund Obamacare, essentially terminating it. The vote went 230 to 189, completely along party lines, as expected. And Ted Cruz and Jim DeMint, even though they are pushing for this defunding of Obamacare, according to Wall Street Journal editor Paul Gigot, have admitted, listen, we're actually not going to succeed at defunding Obamacare, essentially confirming what we all know, Lewis, that these are all moves for political posturing to be able to go back to their constituents and say, I voted to defund Obamacare. I presented any number of bills, to use that phrase that we like to use so much. Any number of bills have been presented to defund Obamacare. And Paul Gigot saying, I've talked to these people privately, even Ted Cruz and Jim DeMint and these guys, they say, well, we're not going to be able to defund Obamacare. I don't know if this should make me happy that they're not that stupid that they really think they can defund it, or sad that knowing they can't defund it, they're continuing to waste taxpayer time and money.
Well, that's all these guys do, is waste taxpayer time and money, and none of them really represent or do what is going to help their constituents. And we've talked about how this might backfire if in a couple of years people realize that Obamacare was a good thing, they're saving money, they're healthier, and it worked. Then this could potentially backfire on them if it was strictly political moves.
You're exactly right, which is, as I've said before, the window of time is small where you could even conceivably get public support to do this, because once Obamacare fully comes into practice and is fully implemented, it's going to be much more difficult to get it repealed, because people will say, why are you trying to defund it? Or not repeal, but defund. We like it. It's working. It's at least helping bring down prices to some extent.